Hello everybody, welcome to the last round here in France. I'm Maurizio Michelus, the track inspector. As usual, I will talk to you about the details of the track. So, we start from tonight. There is the super test. You go to the arch for the start at your time, and you go to the super test by the orange arrow. But it's so easy because it's just the main road to arrive to the super test. In the super test there is one deviation for the skip the step down, the big jump from the arch. You can keep the right side, and this deviation is open for everybody. For tomorrow, after the start, you will take the first loop that is marked with the red arrow. After 9 minutes you arrive to the cross test. I rode the cross test in 7 minutes and 15 seconds. And after the cross test, you have 51 minutes to arrive at the paddock. In this section there is some trials, there is some technical part, and there is no deviation preview for women and open. Everybody will ride the complete lap, and for sure will be public and some marshal to help you in in these technical parts. There is also some steep downhill, pay attention on it. Second loop, after the time check here at the paddock, you will start for the second loop that is marked with the yellow fluo arrows. Pay attention because these arrows are quite bad for the visibility, so pay attention on it, but the track is well marked. After 10 minutes you arrive to the first interesting point. It's just a steep uphill, and there is a deviation for women and open. After this point you will reach the enduro test. In total from the time check to the enduro test is around 10 minutes. I rode the enduro test around 9 minutes. After the enduro test you have 32 minutes to back on the same place because there is the extreme test just beside the enduro test. In these 32 minutes there is another interesting point. It's not so difficult, it's a rocks section in a bit steep uphill, but also there will be marshal and public for sure for help the woman and the open, because we preview to don't have deviation, at least for the first lap. After you arrive to the extreme test, and after I rode the extreme test in 4 minutes and a half. Also here there is, if you saw, there is one deviation that is open for everybody for sure. Sorry, same in the enduro test. In the enduro test there is another deviation. No, sorry, not deviation, but there is an easy line, and is open for everybody in all laps. So, extreme test. After the extreme test, in 9 minutes, you arrive to back to the paddock for the time check 2. 3 complete laps for EnduroGP riders, 2 laps for open and women. For the EnduroGP, in the last lap, the second time check, so between the enduro and the extreme, you will have a shortcut that permits you to win around 20-25 minutes. This is for stay around the 7.5 hours of race, so we stay on the rules. I have nothing more to add. Stay safe, have a good race.
So, good morning and welcome to the 6th and final round of the EnduroGP Borilli 2021. We are in France, Langeac, and I will give you some key points for the weekend. As normally, we will start the super test tonight at 7 p.m. on the starting arch. So riders will come from the paddock. The first couple should be there at 19, so 7 p.m. and we will start 2 riders for 2 each minutes, okay? You will have the normal 1 hour to do everything. So starting, go to the super test, make the service, come around to the Parc Fermé where you can enter earlier. Pay attention that the signals for going to the super test, they are orange, and to return from the super test to the paddock should be orange and also red flashing in a way that is night, so you can see it well. We are talking about 2-3 minutes maximum the way out, the way in and the way out of the super test. For tomorrow we will start at 8:30. Attention, 8:30, not 9, and we will start 2 riders for each 2 minutes. The order, as normal, will be GP, GP, Junior, Youth, Woman, Open, and then we have also the national class. You will have 2 time checks, and that is really attention. Both time checks are in the same place, so they are parallel. So please be careful when you enter on if you enter on the correct corridor. They will be marked with numbers, with the arrows, and also with the special tests. The first loop will gonna be red, signalized with red arrows. So on the first corridor, you will get the red arrow, the number of the time check, and the cross test, which is the first special test of the day. Okay? Then you come to the paddock, and you will have the second loop. The second loop is marked with yellow flashing, and you will have the sign with the time checks and also with the special tests that are going to be Enduro test and then the extreme. You will come back again to the paddock. The Open will do, an Open and Woman will do 2 laps, and the GP will make 3 laps. Special attention also that for the Woman and the Open class and also the Nationals, you will have extra 5 minutes to the normal time. So in both time checks will be 5 minutes more for these classes. Okay? Another special thing for this race is that the Parc Fermé is away from the starting, which means that you have to push your bike 250 meters till the starting line. We will give you 10 extra minutes, which means that you can enter not 5 minutes as usual, but you will have 10 minutes to enter on the Parc Fermé, get the bike, push it to the starting ramp, okay? There will be a corridor, it will be well fenced, and we will have marshals along these 250 meters in a way that nobody can make anything on the bikes, for sure. 4 points more. Riders will need the environmental mat on the Parc Fermé, so you need to bring your own environmental mat. You need to carry a lock, as usual in France. You need to carry a lock to the bike. So bike must be locked on the Parc Fermé, so please some kind of a lock must be fit on the bike. The final time check is on the entrance of the Parc Fermé, so when you finish the 3rd lap for the GP, for example, you make your pre-finish, and you need to come to the entrance of the Parc Fermé to get the final time check, and also a special attention to the circulation of the paddock. Pay attention because this paddock is divided in 3, so everybody must come in near the promoter stand, make the paddock, both paddocks, so you have to circulate both paddocks, and then you go to the time check. So it's really important. Even the riders that are on the paddock B, they must enter near the promoter stand. They need to go through both paddocks. There's a way of circulation there, and then only after that you can go to the time check, to be the same for everybody. So please pay attention on this item. We will explain better on the briefing. We will have the briefing, the normal briefing at 4:30 inside of the pavilion. So please be there. We will have a draw. We will have a draw with all the circulation in a way that everybody can understand. And that's all for me. Please have a good race, be safe, and luck to everybody. Thank you.